Okay, picture this. It's one of the most terrifying and honestly confusing situations any entrepreneur can face. You're looking at your reports, and they're all telling you you're a success, you're profitable. But then you look at your bank account, and there's nothing there. It's empty. How is that even possible? Well, it's not just possible. It's a trap that sinks countless businesses.
And this mindset is usually where the whole problem begins. You're the one with the grand idea, right? The one driving all the innovation. So it's really easy to think, look, my job is the vision. I'll just delegate all the spreadsheets and financial stuff to an expert. It sounds logical, maybe even efficient, but it's a dangerously flawed way of thinking.
But let's be real for a second. Can you really build a lasting, sustainable business on vision alone? Can you truly lead your team if you don't get the fundamental mechanics of how your company makes, and more importantly, has money? Well, someone who has been deep in these trenches has a pretty powerful answer.
And that someone is Mark Cuban. He's not just some guy from TV. He's built companies from the ground up, and he has a blunt, crystal clear warning for any entrepreneur who thinks they can just ignore the numbers.
And there it is, no sugarcoating whatsoever. Cuban's point is that if you're running a business and you don't get accounting, you're starting at a massive disadvantage. You're already in a really tough spot, and the scary part is you might not even realize it yet.
So this is the immediate response, right? It's the most natural comeback. Okay, Mark, I hear you, but that's what accountants and CFOs are for. Can't I just hire a great one and let them handle it all? I mean, it seems like the perfect solution, but Cuban argues it's not a solution at all.
See, here's the rub. Your financial expert has to report to you. And if they're speaking the language of accounting, which is the true language of your business, and you don't understand a word of it, how on earth can you make smart, informed decisions? You literally can't lead your team if you can't understand the most basic reports on its health. So what is the single biggest concept in this whole new language you have to learn? Well, it all boils down to one fundamental, absolutely non-negotiable lesson. Profit and cash are two completely different things. And confusing them, that's the mistake that can cost you everything.
I want you to think of it this way. Your business is telling two different stories at the exact same time. On one side, you've got profit. This is money that you are owed. It's basically an IOU. It's the story your accountant tells you. But on the other side, you have cash. This is the actual money sitting in your bank account. This is your reality. And this is what pays the bills.
So profit, it's really just an accounting calculation. Let's say you make a huge $100,000 sale, and your expenses for it were $60,000. Your profit and loss statement proudly says you made $40,000 in profit. On paper, you look like a rock star. Time to celebrate, right? Well, not so fast.
Because then there's cash. And this isn't some calculation, it's a physical reality. It's the actual money that hits your account that you can use to pay your employees this Friday. It's what you use to pay your rent on the first of the month. It is quite literally the lifeblood of your company. You can survive for a little while without profit, but you cannot survive a single day without cash.
And here is exactly how that trap springs shut. Step 1. You land a massive client. Your P&L statement looks incredible. Step 2. But wait, the client's payment terms are net 90, which means they're not going to pay you for 3 months. Step 3. The problem is your employees can't wait 90 days for their paycheck. Neither can your landlord. Those bills are due now. And suddenly, boom, step 4. Your profitable company is completely out of money. You're bankrupt.
So, the crucial point here is this. Understanding this difference, it isn't just a nice-to-have skill for an entrepreneur. It's about learning to speak the true language of your business, and that language is cash flow.
So what does this all mean for you, day-to-day? Well, it's pretty simple, but it's profound. First, you absolutely cannot just outsource this understanding to someone else. Second, remember that a beautiful profit statement on a piece of paper will not keep the lights on or pay your team. Third, knowing your cash flow, when money is actually coming in and when it's going out, is non-negotiable. It's about survival. And finally, you just have to accept that accounting isn't some chore, it's the core language of your business.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own business. Don't just look at your profit and loss statement. Look at your cash flow. Look at your actual bank account. What story are your numbers really telling you? Is it the accountant's nice story of profit, or is it the real-world story of cash? Knowing the difference could be the one thing that saves your entire business.